Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2000. Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2000. Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and a lot of buzz with this one. Extra buzz, Charles, because the Dolphins trying to become the first team ever to win the Lombardi Trophy inside their home stadium.
And it looked like the Vikings had a heck of a chance a couple of seasons ago, didn't it? They were rolling in the playoffs, possibly could have gotten there, came up just a little bit short. A number of teams have had that chance over the years. Detroit, they've had the Super Bowl in their stadium. I guess the closest we've had was when San Francisco won it in Palo Alto. In Stanford Stadium just down the road. But the Dolphins' last Super Bowl trip was 1985. A loss to those Niners, ironically enough, in Super Bowl 19. Where? Stanford Stadium. They've won it twice, but you have to go back to Super Bowl 7 and 8. 1973, 1974. Hard to believe that proud franchise hasn't won one since.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Good. 53 is the Mike. Mike, 53. It's our field.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Silver.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and a lot of buzz with this one. Extra buzz, Charles, because the Dolphins trying to become the first team ever to win the Lombardi Trophy inside their home stadium.
And it looked like the Vikings had a heck of a chance a couple of seasons ago, didn't it? They were rolling in the playoffs, possibly could have gotten there, came up just a little bit short. A number of teams have had that chance over the years. Detroit, they've had the Super Bowl in their stadium. I guess the closest we've had was when San Francisco won it in Palo Alto, in Stanford Stadium just down the road. But the Dolphins' last Super Bowl trip was 1985. A loss to those Niners, ironically enough, in Super Bowl 19. Where? Stanford Stadium. They've won it twice, but you have to go back to Super Bowl 7 and 8. 1973, 1974. Hard to believe that proud franchise hasn't won one since.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Tempo. Check, Mike. 50. Run left. Got it. Four down.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He lets it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Rosen. This is Jennings. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. First down, the run with Lynch. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a give, running right is Lynch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
4 down. Mike 14. Check 24.
From the shotgun, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Draw play. This is Carson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Open man is Howard, the tight end. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Rosen. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
First down. Grab on. 54. Go, go, go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. I need you. I'm coming after you.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got a first down past the 30. And he cuts it right sideline. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 34. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Rosen now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. To throw is Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Sets up fourth down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down.
What's tight? Tight end rush.
On third down, Rosen gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rosen to throw. And this is Parker, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rosen. Past the 20. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rosen looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Rosen will throw. Oh, good move at the 10. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline. It's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and...
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen, and he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he lets it fly for a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson, going to throw again. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it. And got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson is complete to Lockett. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 35.
I can't believe they even 14.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Rosen. And Wilson has it. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.